Hi, it's Jen DeTracy, and I'm here for, let's see what it is. It is day 3 of Mavenclad. So I actually am going to talk about day 2. I did just take my day 3 pill. However, what I want to talk about is the last 24 hours of day 2, week 1, year 1. One of the things that what I'm going to talk about today, and just very briefly, is around sort of what the response of the drug has been for me. And one thing I've noticed just in the last window of time is I've had very dry, sore lips. And one of the things that I learned from Dr. Terry Wall that's kind of cool is that you can take something. This is coconut oil, which is very natural. Here, let's just see if I can show that on the screen. I don't know if you can see that, but anyway. And just taking a little bit of this from the jar here. My hands are very clean because I use this also for as my oil for cooking. And just applying a little bit of that oil. Look at that. Shiny lips. Ah, so good. And that is one way that I'm dealing with it. It's like almost a chafing that's happened, and that's only been actually in the last maybe 6 hours, 6 to 8 hours that I noticed that. So this is something that I can do to ease that discomfort. One of the other things, before I get into all the other side effects, which there's not that many actually, considering if you think about it, you know, now I've taken, as of day 2, three of the 6 pills, because 2 on the first day and 1 on the second day, which technically half, is that as part of the Dr. Terry Wall diet, and I'm not promoting it, I'm just explaining so you understand from my perspective. What I'm doing is that there's a lot of coconut milk that is required. This is like a 60% coconut extract with water. Really great stuff, and it's a big proponent of the Dr. Terry Wall diet, which is geared towards autoimmune disease. The reason why I want to show you this, just so you have a visual of what I'm talking about, is after dinner, I have about half a can of this with a little bit of water, and I put a little, some berries in. Tonight it was raspberries. Before taking my day 3 tablet. But I've been doing that every day, day 1, 2, and 3. And the reason why is just to calm my stomach so that it has some protection. Someone on the Facebook for Mavenclad for MS website recommended probiotics. I talked about yesterday. I'm eating a jar of sauerkraut. I can say that my stomach was more upset today for sure, and the nausea was a little higher. Now, as a person that has been living with MS for almost 8.5, 9 years now, one of the things that I have experienced is vertigo. So I've experienced a lot of nausea since being diagnosed, and even prior to, at times when the vertigo was really bad. Haven't had vertigo in, oh geez, now it's been almost a year, over a year, maybe a year and a half. So very little nausea happening for me, just sometimes a little bit when there's a lot of motion. I am noticing there was a low level after day 1 of nausea. I'm noticing after the day 2 pill, the nausea has ratcheted up a notch. Good news though, because on day 1, I had when I took night number 1, I had terrible sleep, which I reported already. Last night after taking my pill, I had an amazing sleep. I woke up several times. I drank lots of water before bed. And in the night, which is common, I actually do that in the night anyway. And what I noticed was that I had a very good sleep. So probably crashed out around 11:45, 12 o'clock by the time I fell asleep, and PM that is. And then I slept till about 9:45 this morning. I woke up at 6:30 and I was like, please, may I sleep a little bit more? And then I woke up a few times, but I slept that like probably at least 9 hours. That's amazing. I'm so thrilled. I hope that happens again today. I'm looking forward to that experience. And so those are the main things. So chapped lips, increase in nausea, a little turbulence in the stomach, but not unmanageable. There's one other thing actually I do, and I don't have visual today. So you might want to, if you don't know what I'm saying here, you can always rewind the video and listen again to this little part. When I've had vertigo, I used to take gravel, but you know, gravel in high doses is bad. In fact, it increased the vertigo for me, and I felt sicker at a certain point because I actually at one point overdosed on a really bad relapse with vertigo. So my mom actually introduced me to something called Meclizine. I think the brand name can vary per country, but it's called Bonine. So Meclizine is the drug name. And it is a sublingual tablet, meaning that you can just chew it or put it under the tongue, and it's fast acting. And that is very incredible for vertigo. People use it on cruise ships or for motion sickness. Unlike gravel, which is the brand in Canada, and I'm assuming the US as well. I'm not sure about internationally what gravel is called in other countries. It doesn't have any histamines, so its active ingredient is different, and that has been a lifesaver for me during vertigo. I've actually still been able to work, not maybe at the peak of the vertigo, but on either side on my computer and do some reading well on Meclizine. It had changed my life. The drag is, because I know a lot of people on Meclizine are on Mavenclad right now are from Canada, is not available in Canada any longer. So what I do every couple of years is I go across the line to the US. I call pharmacy. I get them to order the generic version of Meclizine, and I bring back a couple of bottles across the board, 100 tablets. If you get the generic brand, it was like $5.99 US per bottle. I'm not sure what it would be now. You can't order it on Amazon or any other place because it probably won't make it across the border. But if you do have vertigo problems, or you feel if you're going to go into this protocol with Mavenclad and you already have issues around nausea, then that's something to consider. Also, if you have friends or know people that go across the border, you can prep them and maybe they can pick it up for you. And I just put it in my purse, and so far so good. Hopefully that's not a problem with me telling you this on video. Anyway, so those are the side effects. I will give you an update tomorrow. Truthfully, the last couple of days I haven't really felt like being on camera because my energy has been a notch lower and not feeling so great. But you know what? I think this is important to share, and to share it in real time. So I hope that this is a benefit to you. Feel free to comment below. You can subscribe, and that way you'll get the other videos. Like it so that people, I don't know if that helps the visibility of this video to get out the world to others, but that's what I'm aiming for here. So yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. I'll give you an update on day 3. Just took the tablet, as I mentioned, so yeah, we're good to go. I'll just get my lovely assistant to reach around the back way. Reach around the back way, go ahead. There we go, and press the stop. See you tomorrow.